This tofu recipe took 5 minutes to make and it's delicious. And it's raw. It's so good. I'm just mixing some soy sauce, agave, sesame oil, chili oil, a little bit of sesame seeds, some Korean chili flakes, minced garlic. I'm gonna mince that up pretty fine. Some green onions. Now I'm gonna chop the green part of the onion into long strands and the white part of the green onion into tiny little circles, like these little discs here. Then I'm gonna add in a little bit of hot peppers, but you can be careful. It just depends on how much heat you want. These are long, thin hots, so they're not super spicy. Now this is a soft, silken tofu. I'm just gonna carefully open up the container, drain off any water that's on the top. Then I'm gonna use a plate that has like a high wall on it because we wanna hold all these juices in. I'm gonna carefully place the tofu on the plate. I'm gonna cut the bottom to allow some air to escape while we pull this off so we can get this silken tofu out in one piece, and look at that. It came out pretty awesome. Now I'm just gonna pat this dry and then pour over our sauce. Cover it, you want it completely covered. And this will easily serve 2 people, but honestly, I could probably eat one of these things by myself. Okay, baby,
all right.
Dig in. I mean, this is lunch.
This looks awesome.
Spicy cold tofu.
Okay. I love this.
Super good, right?
Yeah, this is awesome. This is like a really smooth texture. It's really nice. You know where it'd be really good in this sauce too is like a noodle bowl.
Oh yeah.
You could put it in a noodle bowl or like a rice dish. Like this is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really good.
I love this flavor. It just tastes really good. Delicious.
Raw tofu. This is all raw.
I love that.
Yeah. And it only took 5 minutes, which is plenty of time for today's sponsor. So I love to learn new things, and one thing that I've never mastered is a second language. I took German all through high school, and the only thing I know how to do is count. And I've lived in Florida now for almost 20 years, and there's a lot of Spanish speakers that I would really just love to communicate a lot easier with. And that's why I want to tell you about today's sponsor, Babbel. Babbel is one of the top language learning apps in the world, and is scientifically proven to help you start speaking a new language in 3 weeks. I mean, check this out. Mi llamo Mark. ¿Dónde está el baño? Mi trae la cuenta? I can't wait to take Monica out for like a fun dinner somewhere, order in Spanish, and just see the look on her face. And we recently went to Mexico, and I wish I would have started this then because it would have been so nice to be able to communicate with people a heck of a lot easier. I'm pretty excited to go back. Babbel teaches real-world conversations. Lessons prepare you to have practical conversations about travel, business, relationships, and more. And they offer a 20-day money-back guarantee. I mean, that's awesome. So gang, click the link in the description below to get 60% off your subscription to Babbel, and let me know what language you're excited to start learning and why. I'm really curious. Babbel, thanks for sponsoring today's video and for such a cool app that teaches language in such a useful and fun way. There are a load of different recipes making cold, spicy tofu on the internet. This one's from cookaroo.com. I'll leave the link in the description below. I recommend it. Now, for years, I've been showing a lot of different ways, some very unique ways to cook and prepare tofu. A lot of the times, it's me trying to make it more firm, crispier, denser. Usually I either air fry it, bake it, pan fry it, but just doing straight raw tofu, unless I'm using it as like a cheese or something, I don't do it very often. But there really are a lot of different ways to use tofu right out of the package. That comes out really good and they're super quick. Like this sandwich. This is a tofu egg salad sandwich. It's so good. Now, I know there's no eggs in this, but my taste buds wouldn't really be able to tell the difference. Now to make this, you can use any basic egg salad sandwich recipe and some medium firm or firm tofu. That's gonna have the best texture. I'm gonna open up and then drain the tofu and then cube it up. Once it's cubed, I'm just gonna toss it into a bowl with a little bit of vegan mayo, some yellow mustard, green onions, maybe some juice from like dill pickles. Now, I might have poured a little bit too much in here, but that's okay. It's still gonna work pretty good. Now, I'm gonna add a little bit of salt and pepper, give this a mix really gently, and then I'm gonna add some nutritional yeast. That's gonna give it like a nice savory flavor, along with this stuff right here, black salt. This has a very strong egg flavor, especially when it's raw. It's gonna make it taste exactly like egg salad sandwich. I'm gonna mash it up to give it more of that egg consistency. This looks perfect. I'm gonna grab some of my oddly toasted bread. It toasted really weird in my toaster oven. Top off the sandwich. I've been using a lot of these like sprouts lately. Put that on. You can make this how you want. I mean, it's your egg salad sandwich. But really, it took longer to toast the bread than it did to make the actual egg salad out of raw tofu. I always get these comments on my recipes where it's like, I could have made that in 5 minutes and you took 2 days. Well, guess what? This is quicker to make this egg salad than a regular egg salad sandwich, because you would have had to have boiled the eggs and peeled them, and I'm telling you, that's a pain in the butt. Now, another pain is matchsticking carrots, but I'm telling you, this recipe is so good, it makes it worth it. And instead of 5 minutes, this one only takes maybe 15. I saw a cold tofu salad recipe on thewalksoflife.com. That looks really good. Now, I made my own version, as they use like tofu sheet noodles, and I just wanted to use a block of tofu, and I didn't have all the same veg either. But the idea, this is just pretty simple, and you can throw this together however you want with whatever veg you want. I really feel like you can get really creative with this salad. Kind of go wild with it. But I'm just going to start with a large carrot sliced into matchsticks, along with some green onions, a red pepper sliced thin, red onion, keep it thin, keep these in the strips, with about 2 teaspoons of sesame oil, a teaspoon of chili oil, a few cracks of fresh black pepper, maybe some sesame seeds, a little salt. You can add some sweetness if you want. I'm going to keep it just like this, and then just toss. Now I'm going to open and drain the block of firm tofu, slice it into strips, and then carefully toss that into the salad and toss it again. And you can see this looks amazing. Now I added a little bit more chili oil on top, a little bit more sesame seeds, and I actually grated over some fresh lime and squeezed in some lime juice. I thought that like that acidity that tartness really might kind of bring this all together and add to that flavor. But I think this looks amazing, but let's just see what Monica has to say.
Oh my God, this looks delicious. I'm like super stoked to eat it.
Okay. Would you consider this like an appetizer or what?
I mean, yeah, maybe an appetizer.
Let's give it a try.
Yeah. I love this. I love the like kind of the kick to it. Again, well, this kind of reminds me of a noodle bowl because it's got the red onion and the carrot. I love the flavoring. It kind of tastes like a sesame flavoring, a little bit of spice.
It's refreshing. There is a spice to it. I'm trying to think, like...
It's just like a light, refreshing meal.
Yeah. I mean, I would say, originally I was thinking this would be like a good appetizer, like a good lunch.
I was thinking it'd be a really good lunch.
Yeah, it'd be a good lunch, but you could have this for dinner.
You could.
And I do think this exact same recipe with some cold noodles would be awesome.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was really good.
Yeah, I'm all about this. Well, there we go.
Yeah, I like this a lot.
Yeah, a bunch of just really basic raw tofu recipes. This one took the longest to like matchstick up everything, but it still was only 15 minutes. Everything else was 5 minutes. I mean, 3 recipes here, and it was less than a half an hour. And they were all like very flavorful recipes. I'm excited about this. Let me know if you want any more like raw tofu recipes like this.
Yeah, because it's so easy to make.
It really is.
Love it.
Yeah. Thanks, baby.
Yeah, I'm gonna make this all the time for lunch now.
Oh yeah. I mean, right? I mean,
Yeah.
why wouldn't you?
This is the stuff I like.